Hi there, it's Life Prepper, and I want to talk about preppers getting healthy, or as healthy as one can within their limits. In many of my videos, you'll see where I gained a great deal of weight. I was laid up, needs just shot to heck, had to have surgery. Physically was very limited on what I could do. Now that's what happens with a lot of people, not just preppers, but having to change things to take better care of oneself. I talk to a lot of different preppers and I check the sites out. And then I hear some of the younger preppers who are physically fit bad mouthing a lot of the older preppers because they're not physically fit, in that area or whatever. But it can happen to them just as easily. But the thing is, it's just about being as healthy as one can be in a prepper situation or even a non prepper situation. The fact is that it doesn't matter what your limits are. It matters what you do about it. Now, the thing is, like anything, now I was laid up. I started eating things I shouldn't eat. With the modern computer age and the the phone, you can pick it up and order your pizza or order Chinese or whatever. And then what I did, like so many of them, I got boredom eating. I was eating things I didn't need to eat. And because I was physically limited, I got picking up chips and cookies, and it was easy to go to a drive-through and get things I really didn't need to get. So I was gaining massive amount of weight because I was not burning the calories. You do not burn the calories like our ancestors did. Our ancestors turned around and walked for miles somewhere. The used to say early to bed, early to rise. Well, that's what they did. It was out there taking care of things. The women folk who did the cooking was cooking breakfast. As soon as breakfast was done, they was getting lunch prepared, and plus the other things they had to do. Then they was getting supper prepared. So there was uh, a never-ending cycle of being busy on things. They had to prepare for the winter months. When the winter months, they couldn't do things, so they consumed larger amount of calories, but they burnt the calories up. Where we could have a slice of pie while we're watching our favorite soap opera or TV show, it's going to our hips and our guts because we're sitting there not burning that calorie. The problem is they can sit there and eat 3 or 4 pieces of pie and then turn around and go right out and do something other physically because they had to walk to wherever they had to go or whatever, because that was what it was. But our case, we just hop in the car and go home. So being a prepper, being healthy as one can, is important change in one's aspect. Now I've been in the past very conscious as to what I ate and things I've worked out physically. Look at me now, you'd think I never was a physical active person, but I really was. I did my caving, I did my physical fitness working out, I worked out weights, I did other things, but injuries and as well as time had damaged my system, doing the caving and hurting myself and other instances has a effect on one's body as they get mature. But that can happen to a younger person. I see the younger preppers on there that's physically fit, buffed out, belittling the older preppers that's not physically fit and putting them down. But it isn't a question of how petite you are or if you can run 20 miles. I work with one lady who now has physical issues who used to be a marathon runner. And to look at her, you'd never thought, that this woman here would run a 28K run. But that's what she used to do until physical injuries and things that happen. And a lot of it's genetics. Genetics has a big role to play in our health. Like I say, in a lot of my videos, you'll see massive amount of weight gain. Now I've taken a lot of my weight off, but I'm still working on it. But that's what you got to do. Sorry about that. Can't seem to get rid of this hacking cough sometimes, but it's the weather. But the fact is, finding things that work for you, even if you're in a wheelchair. And I did some big women videos while I was healing. I was still struggling. I was still in a great deal of pain, but I had started these limited workout programs. You're going to see a beach well doing videos showing you limits, how to do things, but the fact is I did do them. And that's the same with the videos. Now, because of my limits, this one here is called Punch. You don't have to do the full 35 minute workout or intense work. You do what you're comfortable on. If you can only do 10 minutes of it, you could only do 10 minutes of the video, but do what you are comfortable with. Don't push yourself beyond that point. But this in here is, I like the low impact one. I have to watch because I have a knee replacement, so I have to watch how I bend and stoop. So this one here is one of the videos I have that I use. And then I also have this one here that I use. It's a walking video. It helps boost the metabolism. It helps increase my heart rate, my breathing rate, and things. So that's what I'm saying is you can still have physical limits, but being healthier as a prepper is very important. I was so bad about hitting the fast food restaurants. I got really bad about it. It was easy to do to go stop there and spend $5, $7, $8, $10 for something to eat, and I could have took that $10 and made my own food. It got really easy, especially when you live by yourself. It's easy also to do that because if you get out of cooking for yourself and stuff, you get in the habit of just easier to go do that. And the competitions out there, the restaurants that want you to go out there and eat, encourage you to go out there and spend your paycheck buying fast food, and the dollar meals and things, and it's really easy to do. You'll see so many people who does office work, desk work, that ends up gaining massive amount of weight. And it's not just that; it's other people too. We get in the habit of buying that chips and that cookies and everything, and there's nothing wrong with having it. You can have what you want to eat. It's just you yourself have got to decide as a prepper if you want to be healthier. I see some of the preppers out there. I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that, but I see there's this one prepper couple I see, and there's some other prepper couples I see and stuff, but they're prepping and they're talking about bugging out. But the fact is, are they able to bug out? Have they physically taken that challenge to see if they could even walk 5 miles with their backpack and be weighing 400 pounds? I got mad one day and I walked. When I'm mad, I walk. I calm down. That's my stress. But I was able to walk with this fake knee, this knee replacement. I was able to walk it. I do have canes I use if I need to. But determination also keeps me going. You have to step back and look at yourself overall. Take your medicines, put them all in front of you. If you're diabetic, put that in front of you. If you have high blood pressure, put that in front of you. Put this in front of you. Put that in front of you. I have garlic pills. They're natural antibodies. They help with my blood pressure. I have hawthorn berries that also helps with my blood pressure and circulation of the body. I have motherwort here. And do I take the same ones all the time? No. I rotate them out. And the label says, oh, take them 3 times a day and da-da-da and all that stuff. And this one here says take 1 capsule 2 times daily. But I don't take them. Like I don't sit here and I don't have 20 of the pills in front of me. I really don't. I take them in moderation. I go a few days without taking. I rotate my herbs out that has still the same kind of similar benefits, but it's a different type of herb to help with my health. So that's something you've got to think about in living a healthy prepper lifestyle, is changing your lifestyle around, and maybe you'll feel a whole lot better. Do I have a lot more weight to lose? Sure I do. You know, you can see here, I can get my hand around my wrist. I'm big bone. I can put my hand around my wrist. do that test. If you cannot put your hand around your wrist, and I imagine there's a lot of people can't. You cannot put your hand around your wrist. I can put mine around my wrist. Then you need to step back and think about how you can change things for yourself. Now, I'm a mature woman. I've got my limits, but I'm doing better at taking better care of myself because I'm remembering some of the many old things I did beforehand when I was younger and thinking about just because I'm mature doesn't mean I can't be a healthier prepper. So just sit down and maybe you want to write a list. You know, maybe you want to look at some diet books, but the fact is, it's up to you. You got to do it for yourself first. You got to decide here. I hear people say all the time, well, I don't need to exercise. I've got enough weight at work. Why do I have to worry about it? Your body will get adapted and just, I walk probably 10 miles to 15 or 20 miles a day sometimes. And in walking. I mean, that's just figuratively walking all day long, back and forth, moving back and forth and everything. So I burn calories, but my body has got adjusted to the calorie burning. My body has got adjusted to walking at 10 miles a day. This here, you need, even if you just do 10 minutes of this, 2-3 times a week, have something to upstart your heart rate, to jumpstart you a little bit, to get some kind of workout going. Whatever it is, whether stretching, doing free weights, walking, doing this light punching exercise, whatever it is, you can do exercises in your chair. Check out my big woman workout. I'm like a beach whale in that thing in my old slouch around clothes, but I'm showing you some things that you can do to take better care of yourself as a prepper and as a non-prepper also. So this is Live Prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.